G'day everybody, how are we? Welcome to another episode of Flip My Ride. I'm just currently heading across to my cousin's place, who I'm doing a joint flip with, to pick up some wheels in for a future project, so stay tuned for that. In today's episode, we're focusing on my challenge, self-imposed challenge. I've recently increased my collection of cars to 10. It's a bit ridiculous, I feel a bit silly, and I need to replenish the funds. So I've set a challenge of selling 5 cars in 3 months. So 5 cars before Christmas this year, 2022. Person's just parked in the middle of the roundabout there. Take your time. What are the cars? Why are we selling them? Well, if you just click the link above, you'll see that in our first episode in this series of my flip challenge. That's what it is. It's a bloody challenge. What's the first car we are attacking? Well, it's one of the new cars we brought home. It's this very car I'm driving in. It's a 2006 Hyundai Grandeur. I call her the Grandy. It did not look like this 4 weeks ago. So we've already put a ton of work into the car. It was pretty feral. Smelt like a smokehouse, rotten ashtray, just disgusting. The body needed some work and it needed a service and yada yada. So that's what we're going to focus on today. We'll dive into the camera, we'll grab some footage and we'll check it out and we'll catch you later at the end. Go on, go watch. I'm going to deal with idiots on the road. Oh, and by the way, if you're new here, g'day and welcome. Yes, this is the Grandy now, but it didn't start off like this. Here we go, bro. Ash everywhere in the back here. Wonder if they've hit something. Well, I'll get it started. And with that, we headed home. No warning lights on the dash. Bonus. Regardless of logbooks and current status of our purchases, one of the first things we always do is a full service and a degrease. First problem with the Grandy was the oil filter housing. I had drama removing the lid as it felt like it had been rattled on pneumatically. After some research, it turns out that you need to buy a genuine filter kit as the rubbers in the aftermarket kits jam up, preventing the cap from closing fully, leading to oil spewing out, and hence why it had been obviously screwed up by Thor in order to stop that. A new air filter was also installed with the old one going right where it belongs. Underneath here, you can see all of this oil, right? First off, I thought this was a problem. I thought, oh, that's leaking from here, but that's the transmission sump, so that'll be ready coloured ATF, which it isn't. It's oil colour here. So what's happening is, as I showed you, there's the pooling above on top of the gearbox where that stupid oil filter housing sits, and they obviously didn't have the right rubber and screwed down. Well, they've overscrewed it because it leaks, and all that oil was sitting up top. All that oil was sitting up top pooling, and then as you drive around and it sloshes about, it's running down obviously to the lowest point. I reckon that all of this is from that one issue. Fingers crossed. I'm going to clean that eventually. Now that I've got the correct filter and rubber on the top on the oil housing. This, however, is a little different. That oil here partly is from the sump, so I'm going to do a bit of a sump gasket fix with some goo, and the heads up top, usually the valve covers, they deteriorate, the rubbers dry out, and we end up with leaking. This happened with the Mazda, if you remember. It's pretty much identical. We're going to put some stop leak in the motor, and we're going to change the sump gasket. Anyway, let's get to it. With the tyres off, I could really see just how bad they were, and with new steering rack parts already in the car, it all points to some sort of front suspension issue, and the spare has 2 sidewall holes, and both tyres were chopped out very similar. Now's the time to do the old degreasing, and I also went out and got 2 new tyres, whacked them on, and then dropped the car back to terra firma. The paint on my Grandy is in excellent condition, but she just needs some TLC. So I set about cleaning, clay barring, and then polishing it. It's like glass. With the exterior done, it was time to celebrate before tackling the interior filth. Work is crazy busy, so it takes centre stage, which makes this challenge all the more difficult. But at least, in my job, I usually finish early enough to get home and tackle those cars. There's a bit of luxury to the old Grandy, but as you can see, she's not being cleaned too well, and they were heavy smokers. I can't describe to you the smell in here. Think ashtray, old person in a room, never cleans the ashtray, smoking all the time. The steering wheel is it's covered in dirt and grunge. The indicator stalk's got human goo on it. The dash has got dirty patches, the back of the seat, passenger side, it's pretty feral. Oh, this is something I haven't shown you yet. Have a look at the color of that. Look, like that's brown. Oh. Oh. Cigarettes. I hope a lot of that'll come out. Oh, let me know in the comments what you think value-wise this car is. Like, I only paid $3,700 for it, and I spent $300 on tyres, so it owes me $4,000. I could probably buy one for $7,000 in really good condition, truth be known. But I like doing these experiments, and I'm hoping that this will be a reliable, good car for the family. Comment in the comments. Alrighty, let the games begin. But firstly, let's piss off that feral seat cover. That's going in the bin. Thankfully, the leather had no holes or tears. Very little wear, actually, but almost black. Time to get scrubbing. Getting there, and wow. Check out the driver's seat. I wasn't hopeful that it would come up as clean as it has. Now onto the backrest. Then finally I'm trying out my new upholstery clean on the carpets. Look at that. Awesome. Drink anyone? Last item was the cabin air filter. Oh, feral. With the roadworthy and rego done, it was time to turn the Grandy into my work ute. Then, after about a week on the road, I installed those new steering rack ends in the hope they would solve or address that clunking sound in the front end. There's the new one. It's going to go on. Right, and here's the old one. So she's definitely flogged out. She's seen better days. Look at this. And this one, no movement unless I push really hard. The old Grandy now, she looks mint. The interior smells minty fresh. There's no tobacco stains anywhere, except here. That's still pretty feral. I've got to get a steamer for that. But yeah, the body looks great. I've still got a few issues with the front end. I'm hoping it's a set of drop links, but if it's not that, it could actually be in need of some front struts, which is a little more expensive than I had wanted or allowed for. But I want to be a reliable car. Why do I want it to be reliable? Well, I was going to keep it for work, but I'm on my way home now to surprise my daughter. She knows I own the car, but she thinks it's completely for work. But I've sort of changed my plans, and I'm going to give her the car. It's a gift to her, because her little old white Ford Corsair shitbox, it ain't cutting it. And for a new driver, young girl, I just don't feel right having her drive it home late at night when it's unreliable. So that's where we're heading now. She's going to get the keys to this. We've got to sort out a few things with insurances and registration plates and swapping things over. But yeah, let's head home and do that. All right, I'm home. I'm going to a little bit of a car shuffle for the, sounds like a giveaway, but my gifting, I should say, of the Grandy. The youngest, who is in on the jig, she's upstairs waiting, and the eldest daughter, who the car will be given to, has no idea, hopefully. I think it's been good. There's been no hint that she sort of understands that anything might be happening. I'm going to call her in. I have no idea. This is going live. No idea what we're doing. Oh. You should stand there and catch her walking in. So tricky.
So tricky. We'll just be subtle.
Tails, can you come here for a sec? I want to ask you something. Oh, the big huff. Oh my God. All right, come here. Got a question for you. And you too, Loxy. I'm just thinking, I want your opinion on this. Sorry. All right. I was going to do all of this chit chat and bullshit to you about what I'm going to do next, but I'm thinking, you know what? Wait. Do you want the car?
Yes, I want the
I was going to lie and carry on and pretend, but I don't like to bullshit, so would you be happy with the car?
What kind of question is that?
Well, you might like your shitbox white trash.
I don't. I love you. What are you driving?
Yours.
Oh shit, you're fucked.
Yep, I know.
It's so hot in there.
This isn't.
Oh no, wait.
So, okay, listen to me. There's some rules.
Gotta work for it.
No, it's yours. Nothing, no.
Something suspicious.
But you can't drive it until the insurance is sorted. Tomorrow I'll probably still take it to work. I have to do that until we get the insurance and the transfer sorted, which I'm hoping we can do Friday. Because I'm not working Friday. Shh, don't tell anyone.
I'm doing a long shift on Friday.
What time?
8:30 to 5.
Oh!
How am I get? Oh wait, I kiss the bus.
It's rough.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Work.
And you say, I was like, is she recording? No.
It's got to be washed and cleaned internally once a month. I still have to fix
Thingy.
some issues, and we're working through that. I've ordered some parts. I have to wait a month for some parts, so I may need to on a weekend sit here and use it, and I need to do some other YouTube stuff with it. But I couldn't, so I couldn't wait any longer because I basically got to do a video.
I wanted the car.
Yeah, everyone else wanted the car.
I want one.
Why do you want this car?
Why do I want
It's
it?
cool as.
It's just so much better in every way.
What's cooler, your white trash or this?
You just called it trash.
Listen, the white car looks cool. Visually on the outside, it's giving me initial D vibes, especially from the back.
I've actually got that. You did.
But as for
Is it too grandpa butt? Like it's a big lump of lard.
no, as for what's
I like
the
driving
word?
it.
What's the word? Reliable.
Well, that's what I'm hoping
stuff.
for. The thought is, this is yours.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I keep that, no monies, nothing, and don't lose your license in it.
I'll try not to.
Why?
Because it goes like the shit.
Does it?
Oh.
Yeah. You don't even have to touch the gas to do 60.
Oh, well, thank you.
I'm sweating my bum off here.
Same.
And the AC.
Oh. I gotta get used to the.
Hit it up to high, baby.
How do I work it?
Happy girl, happy girl. Live My Ride YouTube, like and subscribe.
Oh, thank you. All right, folks, there you go. The daughter has... I'm going to do the outro. There you go, folks. Very awkward with teenagers to get them to be on camera. She didn't expect that. She loves the car, obviously. It's what she wanted when I brought it home. But I had to play the game. As I said, I was going to keep it myself, but couldn't resist the fact that it's too nice for a concreter. Because I'm a cementa. And she deserves it. I love my kids. It's not a Porsche or a BMW. It's what I could afford. And I've done the best I can for her. So yeah, she needs better than the shitbox that I'll now be driving. So this isn't part of my selling 5 before Christmas. This is part of the rotation in the series because I needed this Grandy in order to move on the i30N and shuffle my fleet around. Hope you enjoyed that. Find it, buy it, fix it, flip it, have some fun along the way. Remember Rushy, please do. And we'll catch you next time on Flip My Ride. Ciao for now. I like doing that. It was nice. I'm a bit emotional. Means a lot to help you kids.